Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. I'm so excited to kick things off by sharing my first alternative card idea using the January 2026 Paper Pumpkin kit called Special Delivery. This kit includes everything you need to make beautiful Valentine's cards with coordinating envelopes. It has the stamp set, ink spot, pre-cut pieces, embellishments, and of course, envelopes. The original cards are quick and adorable. With a few simple cuts, you can easily create alternative designs like the one I'm going to be sharing with you today. For this first alternative, I wanted to highlight the beautiful flower stamp here in the background, as well as this postage stamp here, and create some layering with this postage frame, you could say. And of course, one of my favorite tricks, using pieces from both the card base and envelopes to create layers. Each month I take contents from the Paper Pumpkin kits and make alternative projects. My cards are easy to follow and can be made by both experienced or new paper crafters. You may need just a couple other products to complete them. You can follow along with me using supplies you already have or purchase any products you see me use from my online store. And the link to all products is below in my description or on my blog, creativechelsey.com. If you'd like even more Paper Pumpkin inspiration, consider joining my Paper Pumpkin Cut Club here on YouTube. It is just $4.99 a month, and you'll get fun perks like loyalty badges, custom emoji, early access to my videos, member shoutouts, my exclusive Paper Pumpkin cutting guide, and members-only live streams where I share more of my creative process. I'd love to have you join the club. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel so you can get updates when I post a new video. Before we begin, let's go ahead and go over the pieces that you're going to need for this card. And if you're interested in getting the cutting guide, you can join my Paper Pumpkin Cut Club here on YouTube. You can also be one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers or on my creative and company team of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. And all those people do get that cutting guide for free. So let's start with the pink card base. So it's a little bit darker pink. This is 3 1/4 by 2 inches. Then we have the lighter pink envelope, and it is 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then from the white small card base in the kit, I've just cut out the rectangle postage stamp shape from the beautiful Blooms dies. And this is the coordinating die set for the January, February, and March 2026 kits. So I'll be using that a lot. Let's begin with our stamping. On the envelope piece, so that's that lighter pink, I'm going to stamp with Bubble Bath ink the floral image that came in the kit. And you're just going to randomly stamp this across the strip. You really only need to focus on the left and right sides, as the center area does get covered up. And then on the card base piece, we are going to stamp with the Poppy Parade ink. And we're going to do some of these stamp images. So I've got the love and heart circle, and I'm just going to stamp that in the bottom left area. Oh, and I also have these tiny little row of hearts that I'm going to stamp. We'll do some here and maybe a couple up here as well. You can add more if you'd like. All right, let's go ahead and do some splattering to our card base. My card base is basic beige, and I'm going to take my little splatter box here with a dark crumb cake Stampin' Blend marker and my bone folder, and I'm just going to tap it on top, and that's going to splatter some ink across the front of my card base. And that just gives it some texture. From there, I'm going to go ahead and add my envelope piece. And that just goes right in the center. I'm going to use my grid paper or my grid on my glass mat to make sure that it's straight across my card. Then I'm going to take that white, which looks like it got some splatters on it. That's okay. I'm going to add my darker pink card base piece to the center of that die cut postage stamp rectangle. Smooth that out. And I'm going to add this with dimensionals. To the right side of my card. Then I'm going to take this pink rose postage stamp that came in the kit, and I'm going to add it up here in the top left area with dimensionals as well. Next, we're going to stamp the greeting, and I'm going to do Happy Valentine's Day, and I'm going to do it in the Poppy Parade ink on the little label strip with that touch of pink at the bottom. And just stamp that right in the center of the white area, leaving the pink at the bottom. And that also gets popped up with dimensionals. I'm going to leave the left side open so that I can tuck under my ribbon. And that just goes right across the bottom. I'm going to have it come off the right edge just a little bit, just to add some interest. And then I have 15 inches of this baker's twine, and you could do a faux double bow if you want by putting some adhesive. I'm going to just do a double bow with a tie. And I shared this technique last month, and so I just wanted to show you it again. So you find the center of your baker's twine and put it between your middle finger and your thumb, and then you wrap around one finger on one side and back towards the front, so you're holding that piece. Wrap again back to the front and hold it. So that's just the one side. Then you do the same on the other side. Wrap to the behind, front, wrap, behind and front, okay? And then you just move your middle finger away. Push that one that you just did to the back, and then you can hold it again with your middle finger, and then pull up both sides and tie a bow. Or tie a knot, I'm sorry, in the center of the bow. Okay, just like that. And then if you want to adjust the loops, usually you can just find one and pull on it to make one a little bigger and then one a little smaller on the other side. And that usually evens it out nicely. And then you can add a little glue dot to the center. I just have these leftover glue dots from past kits. And then that can get tucked underneath. So just keep in mind that when you do tie a knot, it does make it thicker. So if you want it to be more flat, then just doing a faux bow is probably a good idea. There you go. So cute. A quick, simple, easy card to put together. Perfect use of the January 2026 Paper Pumpkin Kit. And if you're interested in getting your own paper pumpkin kit, please subscribe using the link in the description box below. If you would like to see written instructions or close-up images on how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.